Everyone, it's Rider here and welcome to another week in toys. These are getting a bit more regular now, aren't they? Because lots more stuff's coming out, loads more events are coming on, and we're definitely getting into the busy season for Transformer releases. Legacy seems to be hitting around about the same time as Studio Series Wave 3. So lots of stuff to be coming in. And speaking of Legacy, I have received a parcel today from Star Action Figures. So you might remember from last week I ordered a Thor figure which had an eye printed in the wrong place. Mixed feelings in the comments from last week's video. Some people saying that probably I was being a bit picky, other people saying that they understood why I did it. So, you know, it's just one of those, isn't it? It's not... I suppose it's subjective, isn't it? The fact that, you know what, if an arm falls off, it's broken, but if the eye's slightly in the wrong place, then it's kind of subjective whether you accept it or not. I did say in that video, though, that it'd be good if Star Action Figures and companies like that put the returns policy clearly on the website. John Keep Dave pointed out to me that it is on there, and he does say on there that you have to pay for return postage. I'm still not sure if I'll use Star Action Figures again. They were following their policy, even though I don't think it's fair. But I think the problem does lie with Hasbro, even though that I suppose that their policy protects them rather than the customer, which, again, they're a business, they've got to make money, all of that kind of stuff. Anyway, yeah, I'm unsure whether I'll use them again, but this is from Star Action Figures. And this is Kickback. And... The irony here is I actually sold something on eBay and the buyer moaned that the box had been squashed, and this box is squashed as well. Not that I'm mad because it goes in the bin. Kickback there looks awesome. It's a lot bigger than I thought. These Legacy boxes don't half get crushed. I don't know if it's the shape of them or if the fact that they're not, I suppose, as solid because there's a big hole in it. But wow, Kickback looks stunning. He's huge. He's absolutely huge. That's how big an Insecticon should be. I'm really happy this is around. Kickback was one of the ones that I really wanted. Him and Dragstrip were the two must-haves from there. Skids, even though he's kind of a must-have because he was G1, I wasn't really associated with. I get him, but I didn't really want him. The Insecticons were a key part of Season 1 and 2, and even a key part in the movie when, of course, Bombshell transformed into Cyclonus. But yeah, this looks great. Looking forward to opening them up. Shall we do the old tech specky thing? We might as well do it, hadn't we? We might as well. So we've got Kickback stats here, and the box has just fallen in front. So there you are, there's his stats already out here. Alt mode is a Grasshopper, function espionage, special unit is an Insecticon, origin universe is G1, the best universe. I am joking, there are some good other universes, but it's the best. Energon blades, unbreakable energy blades made of pure Energon bio. Kickback is an espionage expert, making allies only to manipulate them for his own agenda. Strength of 3, intelligence of 9. That surprises me for Kickback. Means they're a bit dim in the series. Speed 4 and firepower 5. So there you go. I do like these little tech spec things. I'll say it again. I wish they were like on cards that you got inside the box. But there you go. So we got another Legacy Deluxe. 2 more to go. I have pre-ordered Dragstrip now. I didn't want to miss out on him. And obviously I'll just pick it up when I see it. But yeah, this looks good. This looks one of the better Legacy figures. I have been slightly disappointed with Legacy so far. Skids is alright, he's pretty solid, but he's a bit boring, to be honest. Laser Prime had awful QC, and the shoulder design on it is just crap, in my opinion. Pretty rubbish. Iguanus was alright, and Bulkhead was pretty good. So this looks like it could be the best figure from Wave 1. We need your desperate help. All over the UK and in the Transformers YouTube community, sportswear is being purchased and worn by non-athletic people. We have hoodies, sports caps, even t-shirts that have never even gained an ounce of sweat from these people who just continually abuse these items of clothing by wearing them casually in their Transformers videos. For just £2 a month, you can help reintegrate this sportswear back into athletic people and back into the hands of sportsmen that really know how to wear sportswear. Text "fuck off" to Matalan instead of Sports Direct to 0800 077 6969 now. So today is Tuesday the 10th of May, and I've got a couple of parcels arrive. But first off, kick back here. Wow, this thing is awesome. Probably one of the best legacy figures so far. Does have a few QC issues though. The thigh slivels are fractionally too loose, and the head is a little bit loose as well. Not enough to wobble, but enough for you to notice. But you know what? It's a great figure. So excited about the other Insecticons. And I was having a chat to Dave and Luffy yesterday, and we were talking about the fact that maybe this will be retooled into one of the deluxe Insecticons, so we might finally get those, because Hasbro love reusing their molds, don't they? So I've opened him, he's awesome. And then I opened some other stuff from last week. So I opened up Jar Jar Binks here, who is great. He's an awful character in the show, but in the film. But this figure is awesome. I also opened up little Orko here, who is... he's got this like this action where you pull him back and it's kind of like swivels around and almost spring-loaded, and this shoots off. And that is Jar Jar Binks' accessory. I've just stuck it in that for whatever reason. And I also opened up Wolverine here and Hawkeye, and Dave's right, these pair look like they should smell of bourbon, but they're awesome. This is definitely the better figure. This is the one I really, really wanted. Wolverine here, not a massive fan of his head sculpts, but yeah, worked really well. Happy for a tenner for them too. And yeah, awesome. So shall we open up some new toys? I think the new toys anyway. So the first one is... I think this one is from Mr. Shotton. I think this is an item that... blade out. Naughty, just using a loose blade. I swapped him Laser Prime, Commander Class Skylinks, and also a wrestling belt, I think it was, for this item here. I posted that out to him yesterday, so you'll probably see it in his May's Jump for the Heap. But here we go. We've got a figure. This is a figure that I needed for my Bumblebee shelf, but I didn't really want to pay all the money for, because it goes for stupid money now, and it's not the best of moulds. So this is Bumblebee Movie Cliff Jumper. I think this goes for like stupid money now, and Dave wasn't a fan of it anyway. But it was one of the ones I missed out on early on, before they started to release all the cool Bumblebee figures. So Dave didn't want it anymore. He was happy to move it on to me, and he sent me the instructions as well. And obviously I've got the accessory, so I'm really happy to have this. Yes, I know it's not a great figure. I know I've already got the Bumblebee version of this, but I needed Cliff Jumper really to help complete that Autobot shelf, especially when Ironhide and RC arrive. I think that's the majority of all the Autobots then for the Bumblebee movie. But this is absolutely awesome. I'm really, really happy to have this. Cheers, Dave, for swapping. I think that was a pretty good deal for both of us. Whoops, I forgot to film me opening the next parcel, but basically I'd ordered some parts for Armada Scavenger. So anyway, I was missing these two parts here for Armada Scavenger. My one's up the loft, I'll go and grab him in a minute, but yeah, I really wanted to complete him and get him back out, and these were the parts I was missing. So I think this was like £6 or something like that for both these parts. I might even just relist the other bits and see if I can get a couple of quid back. See if anyone needs these bits. If you need these bits, then shout up, let me know. More than happy to send them on. But yeah, that is another figure finished, and I'm really, really happy about that. So today's Monday the 16th of May, and it was my son's birthday the weekend. He had a wicked time. He got loads of stuff. I'll stick up some pictures here now of all the Pokemon and all the other bits and stuff he managed to get. He also ended up with like a DS and loads of 3DS and normal DS games. he ended up with, as I say, some Pokemon, some Lego Dimension stuff, and all this other stuff. And on Sunday there was actually a local toy fair, the first one since lockdown, at Walsall Wood Oak Park Leisure Centre. So we had a little bit of a walk round there, and it was nice to get back in there. It was predominantly trains and cars and all those type of things. I didn't see a single Transformer in there. I saw some of those die-cast metal Optimus Prime trucks that you can get. I saw one lad buy it anyway. But there wasn't a lot in there. Some fair few Power of the Force bits and all that kind of stuff. But it was a decent little haul. It was like £2 to get in, so it wasn't too bad at all. Now, I have completed my Scavenger. You remember me saying that I'd bought, I showed you that I bought some bits for him. I got him out of the loft, and I have successfully installed these 2 pieces that were missing from him. So my Scavenger is now complete, and I'm really, really, really happy about that. One of my favourite non-G1 toys this is. It is awesome. And yeah, it's a brick, but I absolutely love the gimmick on it, and I like the character in Armada, to be honest with you. So yeah. So you know, I mentioned the other week that my mum found some bits, Transformer pieces at her house, and I found that part to Overlord, which I was really happy about. She said to me, I found some more of your stuff, and yeah, there's some random bits in there, but let's go through them anyway. I've got a very random Spider-Man card from a deck of cards, very random. Don't know why there's just one. Don't ever remember owning that pack of cards. We've got a Bumblebee card from the first Transformers movie, I think it is, 2007. A random bookmark, random. A photograph. This is quite cool. A photograph of my old bedroom. This probably was when I was about 14. And this is when I went through a massive Power of the Force, Star Wars, Action Fleet, I think these were called, but you can see like some of my Power of the Force 2 up on the wall here, some vintage stuff here, some more Power of the Force micro machines. You can just about see here some of the Transformers. So you can see Octane in a really random pose. You can see Slug or Slag. You can see Ramjet from G2. Yeah, you can see, I think you're seeing Crosshairs there, Brainstorm. So yeah, G2 Megs there. And also my karate certificate to my England 1966 poster. So there you go. So that was my bet, and of course I think that was the there's a Micro Machines Millennium Falcon. But yeah, that's cool to see. That brought back some memories, so that was pretty nice to see. I also got given a Transformers Energon Cliff Jumper card. This figure's awesome. I've still got this figure, so it's nice to get the card back for it. And then I got given the bits. Two of these things I was pretty excited about. I'll go through the things that are just a little bit meta first. An arm off a Battle Droid alarm clock. God knows where the rest of it's gone. But that is the arm from a Battle Droid alarm clock. We have a little Terminator figure, missing his hand. I can't remember what these are from now, but this is a little T800. We've got, and I forget this guy's name as well, this dude from the Micro Masters, is it Patrol Team or Battle Patrol Team? He's missing his gun. Is it called Long Barrel or something like that? Big Shot, maybe. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, he's missing his barrel. His barrel has been missing for a long, long time. I did replace this actually because I thought I'd lost this forever. So I actually bought a new one of these with the barrel. So I might be tempted to swap that out and just take the barrel off the other one and stick it on this one, as this is a childhood one. Another 2 pieces I was really excited about. One part, Superion's pants. Now, I just presume I lost this when I moved into my other house. I thought that this moved with me, but obviously it didn't. This must have stayed at my mum and dad's from when I lived there. So you can see the stickers ain't, apart from these 2 stickers here, ain't in bad nick. So that needs to go back with my G1 Superion that is in storage because he is a little bit worse for wear. And this I was looking at replacing only last week. Because I'd replaced Scavenger, I was looking for this Minicon to replace one I thought I'd lost, and I definitely thought I had this on display in my old house, but I must have done. This Minicon, I was looking for this. They go for about 15 quid online, so I've been watching one on eBay. But this goes with my very first, and in my opinion, probably the best deluxe Optimus Prime we've ever had. Probably, I think this is the best Armada Prime, controversially. I know the big ones call it Transformers the same, but I really love this figure. And yeah, I lost the Minicon for it. I must have left it at home. I must have left it at home when I moved out, and it's been living in a drawer ever since. So I was able to reunite Prime here. I've left home now for about 10 years, so it's got to be 10 years since these were put together, maybe even longer than that. But yeah, I dug Optimus out here and Scavenger. I've been having a lot of fun with them. They're really, really awesome. And yeah, so that was all the bits I was given. But nevertheless, quite cool to reunite a few things, complete my Superion again, which I'll do by putting it back in storage, and also complete that Optimus, which is really, really cool. And I think that's it for another week in toys. Hopefully, sooner rather than later, Drag Strip will be hitting. I know Junkie Dave managed to get his from Comics and Cocktails, but I haven't got mine yet. Not that I'm too worried about it. It was nice to see Dave actually get a figure before me, because I don't think that's happened since before Battle of the Wassocks. No sign of RC yet, and then I still can't get my hand on a Studio Series 86 Spike or Daniel or whatever one it is. So hopefully I'll be able to sort out one of those soon. But yeah, that's it from me. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Until next time, I've been Zort Rider, and I'll catch you again really, really soon.